WWE 2K22 video. What? And in this video, we're going to be comparing WWE 2K20 screenshots to WWE 2K22 screenshots. Now, obviously there's been more than 2 years between these. Oh no, there hasn't. There has been 2 years. There was no 2021. So you've got to think the graphics would have had a little bit of a turn up since then. Not only that, but we've also been introduced to the PS5 and the Xbox, the new Xbox, whichever one that is. So we've got the new generation of consoles, 2 years since they had time to work on the last game. So I'm hoping these are going to be quite substantial. And we're going to start off with the cover star, is the main man. It's Rey Mysterio. Now Rey Mysterio is a wrestler that has a lot of detail. You've got the mask, you've got the countless tattoos, you've got the different attires. He's a very colourful character. He's always sporting some sort of red, blue, green, orange, brown. He's a very colourful man. So you're hoping that these colours are going to pop on the new generation. And judging by our screenshots that you can see right here, the popping, the colour, they look amazing. On the left, it looks very dull. I mean, the yellow on his mask and his trousers, it's just not even a colour. It's just there. It just blends into the background and everything. Obviously, he's got his tattoos, which are, you know, spot on to real life on the left. But if we compare it to the one on the right, it's just a lot more crisp. It just looks crunchy. Just want to crunch it. His tattoos are a lot more detailed. They're a lot more high definition. The colours. Look at the blue, obviously the shadow and the sparkle on his armband that he's wearing there. The reds, the blues, the yellows, they all pop. And not to mention the background as well. We can't forget the backgrounds. So on the left, you've got the little bit of turnbuckle that you can see sticking out the bottom there. It's got no colour on it. It could potentially be brown. That's how much it looks like that. But no. On the right, you can see that is popping. Those LED lights are absolutely going for it. They look absolutely beautiful. You've got the red, obviously connected to the red on the left. It's not even the same colour. So Rey Mysterio is looking very, very, very good in the next generation, I would say. Moving on to the next one, we've got Mr. Drew McIntyre. And on the left, in WWE 2K20, he kind of looks like he's not alive. His eyes have got nothing. They look glassy. Obviously, I'll give it to him on the left. The textures in just the chest hair, which is weird. The chest hair is looking very, very real life. The hair, on the other hand, that is going to be the main thing to look for in 2K22. The hair has always looked atrocious in the wrestling games. It's always either been like a sheet of paper or this. Like nothing flows. There's no separation in the hair. It's all very just flat and a bit like that, really. So in the new generation, we're hoping, like on Drew McIntyre, the hair's gonna just a bit more of this, you know. With the new generation's graphics, we hope that they can sort that out because it's always been a bit of an issue. So as you can see, we'll go a bit more in depth here. Look at the hair on the left. It's resting on his shoulders quite flat, which is the rest of the game basically. Even on the divas, women wrestlers, sorry, it falls quite flat as well. And on the right, you can see that it is front, there's some at the back. It's got separation on the ends, which gives you a little bit of hope that the hair and the technique, the animation on the hair is a bit better. And the face as well. On the left, I mean, it kind of looks like Drew McIntyre. I mean, I can put 2 and 2 together and say that is him. But on the right, there's a lot more expression. I don't think the wrestlers really had too much expression in the last installment of the game. The only expression that was ever shown was, I think it's Ricochet, when he's defending the title and he does this. That's it. There's no happy, there's no sad, there's no angry. It's basically on the left. Drew McIntyre on the left is everybody in the game. No matter the situation, they all look exactly the same. On the right, he's got a lot of expression. He's looking angry. He's about to slam his sword into the ground. So I'm hoping to see a lot more characters having a lot more emotions, especially during promos. I'm sick of seeing the promos like this. Blah blah, blah blah, blah blah blah. Just, if there was no subtitles, you would think that they were having a funeral. No matter what, they always look like they're attending a really sad occasion. So yes, as I said, in the next instalment, WWE 2K22, I'm hoping they fix the expressions on them as well. And to finish this screenshot off, I'm liking the colours that are reflecting off of Drew McIntyre's arms, off his attire, off his shoulders. I mean, on the left, there is a bit of reflection in maybe the buttons on his jacket, but not a lot. It's obviously he's lit up, but on the right, it's a lot more detailed. Obviously, the colours are bouncing off the reflective material on his armbands, and little details like that you got to appreciate. So that was Drew McIntyre's little 2K20, 2K22 comparison. Now, this is one of my favourite comparisons. Just look at this. This is The Rock. And on the left, it's 2K20, and it seriously looks like this is straight out of the PS2. Look, he looks like a block. I don't know, I can't explain it. Unless you see these two compared, you don't realise how old the graphics are in 2K20. When you play 2K20, you think that's a pretty good looking game until you compare it to this. So on the left, that is obviously The Rock. On the older generation, PS4, yeah, PS4, I don't think it was out on the PS3. Maybe it was, I don't know. But, I mean, come on, do we even have to say anything? Just look at the difference. On the right, that could be a picture of The Rock in real life, let's just say that. I don't know how to explain it. The face is that's a completely different person. I mean, on the left, that is somebody that kind of looks like The Rock. I mean, he's on a wrestling game. He's got the tattoo. That's The Rock. But if that came out in some sort of other outfit, probably wouldn't know who that was, you know. On the right, that's The Rock. The facial, is it the scanning that they do? They've obviously gone above and beyond this time. Made it look actually legit. Like the people in the game are actually looking like the people in real life. Which, I mean, is all we ever wanted. So The Rock, I mean, I don't even know how to explain it. The colours that are bouncing off him, the light, I mean, just every detail is just perfect. It looks, like I said, it looks real life. It's going to be in 4K if you're playing on the next gen consoles. So I think we're hoping for a lot. But judging by this screenshot, it looks like we're going to get a very, very good looking game, to say the least. And this is my favourite screenshot, just down to the fact that you can really see the difference. And let me know what you think about this particular screenshot. Do you think the game is going to look as good as this screenshot? Because another thing as well is 2K have a very funny way of releasing these trailers and they look amazing. And then you turn the game on and Becky Lynch's face is flipped inside out. So I'm hoping that they live up to the pictures that they've released to us. Now this one is also a brilliant screenshot because it's Macho Man Randy Savage and he's wearing the exact same attire in both screenshots. So you can really get a feeling of what's new, what's different, what looks better. Similar to The Rock, obviously on the left, this could be straight out of a PS2 game. It's very, the only word to really explain it is he looks blurry. He looks like he's, I don't really know. He just looks very 360p. Has a very 360p Macho Man Randy Savage. I mean, there is a lot of colour it's not popping as much as the one on the right now. Like I said in the first screenshot, the green and I think it's purple or blue, it just looks so nice and reflective, and all the sparkles on the jacket. That, to be fair, like I said with the Rock as well, that one on the right is a very, very nice, could be a real life picture of Randy Savage. It's nice that you can see the same outfit just to see the difference. It's a lot clearer, a lot crisper, and I'm hoping as well, this reminds me because he's doing a bit of this, the animations have always been quite similar on different installments of 2K, so I'm hoping with the new 2K they can include some different animations, entrances. I mean, sometimes wrestlers don't always do the same entrance, and I know it's a lot of work, but maybe they could have individual entrances that are sometimes a bit different. You know, I mean, if Cena comes out, Cena for example, I don't know why I've chose Cena, but he could have 2 or 3 different entrances when he comes out, different animations, just to switch it up a little bit. It's sometimes, once you've been playing the game for like a couple of months, as we do, seeing the same thing again and again and again does get a little bit repetitive. So it'd be nice to switch those things up and maybe have a couple of different animations, especially, let's just put this in there as well, especially when they win a match, especially a tag team match. I'm sick to death of the tag teams doing this when they've won a match. Just, it could be anybody, but they're going to be doing this after they've won. So yeah, a few, I mean, that can't take that long, a few different animations, especially for winning, that'd be great. Moving on to the next one, this is another amazing screenshot because it is basically the exact same picture. This is The Rock and John Cena, and oh my god, the difference is just phenomenal. The John Cena on the left, I don't even know who that is. That actually could be Kevin Bacon. It really could be. I know that Cena obviously has got the long hair now and that's what they're trying to do. But on the right, I mean, that is just HD as F. John Cena is looking, I don't know what kind of facial recognition scanning they've used, but it is a lot better than the ones that they've used before. I know they always used to brag about, we've got the best technology for their faces, but judging by this, they've got something a lot better. Even like the muscles, let's just say that, on The Rock and Cena, it's just the definition and the detail in each one. Even like the little head wrinkle on the back of The Rock's head, that little dimple thing, they've even included that. Just the amount of detail that they've put into these wrestlers is amazing. Obviously as well, you got to go in for the colours, as I've said before, like the armband, he's wearing the same one, but it just looks completely different. This could have been taken from real life as well. So this is another thing as well. The Rock, the one on the left compared to the one on the right, that is a completely different person. That guy on the left, I don't know who that is. That is like the Spot. But that on the right, it's a completely different person. It is just, I'm blown away by these graphics. Now this is an interesting one. So on the left we've got big bad Brocky Lesnar, and obviously yes, that is Brock Lesnar. It's a great character design for that one. Even for 2K20 standards, that is a very, very nice looking Brock Lesnar. But on the right, you know they've got Brock with the bloody ponytail. Ponytail Brock Lesnar is confirmed for 2K22. So this is an up-to-date Brock, which is what we've been asking for, because if this was 2K20 and Brock had the long hair, the ponytail, a couple of months ago they would just release the one on the left and say, you got Brock Lesnar, you got Brock Lesnar, have him. The one on the right is up to date, so I'm hoping that the rest of the wrestlers are up to date as well. Say if somebody's completely shaved their head a couple of months ago, we're hoping that they're going to be bald on the new game. Talking about you, Baron Corbin, we want to see updates as well, because we know now that games, once they've been released, they can always be worked on. So we're hoping to see regular updates for character appearances, because this is wrestling and appearances change more than traffic lights. So Brock Lesnar could come out with a face tattoo next week, and we'd hope that the developers would put that in and stuff like that, just to keep it up to date. That would probably mean that by the time the next game comes out, 2K20 would still be relevant. So we're hoping for weekly updates, just like this Brock Lesnar. We'll be able to see cool stuff like this. And if you're playing the game and you've turned on Seth Rollins and he looks like he did 5 months ago, you don't really have that big of an ambition to play, just because it's not relevant anymore, kind of thing. It's like you're playing some kind of relic game. So we're hoping for those updates to keep things fresh, keep things funky, and if they care about this game, they will do that for us. Another one that is a perfect example of the new generation of graphics is this Edge shot. So on the left, obviously he's doing a celebration from 2K20, and on the right is 2K22, and the difference is just phenomenal. The fireworks, for one, look completely different. They actually look like they're spurting out from somewhere, whereas from the left it looks like trickles of crap. I don't know how to explain it, but on the right you've got the fireworks. They look real. That's what we've got to say. They look real. The graphics on those are amazing. The one on the right, again, looks like something out of real life. So we're hoping that because this is going to be in 4K, that we're going to be seeing some amazing graphics. Edge, we can judge this a little bit more because on the left he's probably a little bit younger, and on the right is the age that he is now. But even the chest hair, you can just see, even from here, the amount of details that they've put into each character is pretty amazing. I'd like to see how the fireworks and the pyros look in the actual game. I hope they look a lot like this screenshot, because the fireworks were cool on the last game, but they weren't really like mind-blowing. There was a little bit of colourful sparkles, apart from on like Goldberg's entrance or something like that. But I do hope they look a little bit more like on the right hand side. And we're going to finish this off with a woman. There hasn't been a lot of women that have been revealed so far, but this was a very nice comparison of Asuka. Obviously the same kind of screenshot, she's holding a mask up on her entrance, and oh my god, what is that on the left? That is not even a PS2, that is a PS1 game. I mean, the hair is terrible. The coat, I mean, look at the bloody coat. I didn't even realise that. The fur on the coat looks like a makeup brush that you've left on the floor for 5 years, and it's all hardened up and just is a bit gross. So yeah, I mean, I think we were all blown away when they released this in 2K20. We were like, oh, the graphics are amazing. Looking back at it, that is terrible. How did we see that and think that it was going to be a great game? Comparing it to the one on the right, the hair, it looks soft. I want to run my hands through it, Asuka. The coat, the fur, it looks like fur. Yeah, I mean, what more can we say? That is fur. On the left, that is like some sort of wheat, some sort of plant. I'm not too sure. But you can just tell, like, obviously, as I've said a million times, that this is HD, looks amazing. Even the fur, they've just got the fur right, which is enough. Judging by this picture, as I said for the Drew McIntyre photo, I hope that they've put some work into the hair, because it's a big thing in the wrestling games. If you're throwing somebody about, you need the hair to obviously be going wild, as it does. It doesn't just stick down like that one on the left, like she's put 10 pounds of grease on her skull. And I'm hoping to see further gameplay trailers. I hope they bring some more out to show us really what the game's like, because sometimes we can't always go off screenshots. Sometimes they don't do the game justice in a bad way or a good way. Hoping it's going to be a good way. But yes, all those screenshots are so amazing. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you think they're popping off. Let me know if you think they're garbage. I'd like to know what you think. So far, I'm hyped as hell for 2K22, and there'll be plenty more 2K videos coming out in the next, I think it's 39 days till the game comes out, so you know we're going to be on it, like a carb on it. And if you're excited, smash the subscribe button, hit the like button. I want to see your comments, I want to see some new names down there, and have a absolutely fantastic evening. Peace, love, and a 2K22, please don't F this up, grazie.